But at this hour, we start with this story. The COVID-19 Omicron variant will be discussed at the Science Forum, South Africa. The event brings together African and international scientists to ignite debate about science. The forum is in its 7th year, and this year's focus will be the role of science in the fight against COVID-19. eNCA's Govan Whittles is there and joins us now for an update on how the conversation is transpiring. So, Govan, what do we expect at this forum? Right now, we're speaking about just how advanced the genome sequencing sciences are in this country, and the whole epidemiology system that has been put in place, a network that has been put in place. Will that be core of the conversation, the role that South Africa and its scientists play in monitoring viruses and diseases worldwide?
Well, some of the leading minds who have been looking into the sequencing, and Professor Oliveira from the KZN Research Innovation and Sequencing Platform, that's CRISP, he's the person that actually discovered or pointed out the beta variant. He's one of the main speakers here today. And alongside him would also be Dr. Martin Frieda. He's the Vaccine Research Coordinator at the World Health Organization. So those two minds would certainly give some insight into South Africa's capability when it comes to genome sequencing, but also give some more information about what the Omicron, or what is known about the Omicron variant so far, and what South Africa did before anyone else that led to that announcement of the cases in the country. Those are some of the two top speakers, but this is a 3-day event. It's hosted by the Department of Science and Technology. They use it, or they host it every year here at the CSIR, but this year it's going to be dominated by discussions about COVID-19, the variants, and South Africa's capability when it comes to detecting and, of course, using the sequencing to make sure that we're ahead of the curve. So we're expecting it to start at around 11:30. You'll see I'm in the auditorium right now. We're expecting it to fill up pretty soon, and everyone seems to be anticipating those headline speakers.
Yeah, and I do imagine, Govan, that part of the conversation will be about leading with science in response to the situation as it unfolds and as far as the virus is concerned, but also taking the public on board, because, in the age that we live in, we've seen many people weighing in, but not necessarily being scientific in how they weigh in. I do imagine that there'll be a conversation that says, how do we take the public on board as we lead with science?
Yeah, also using science as a basis to make decisions about what should happen in the country. No doubt the symptoms of the Omicron variant, or what we know about the Omicron variant, will be thrashed out here and will likely inform any inputs or opinions about whether or not mandatory vaccinations should be implemented in the country. And these people would also be able to weigh in on the debate or around vaccine hesitancy and what's causing that, but also what's likely to happen with the virus beyond what is now being called the 4th wave, and whether or not we're likely to see further mutations and under which conditions those mutations would occur, and how South Africa plays its role in terms of not only identifying new variants, but the level of vaccination and what that means for possible mutations in the country. It's all speculation about what will happen later. Tulasizwe, of course, we don't know what the core focus would be of the discussions beyond the fact that they'll be talking about the variant, what they've discovered, how they discovered it in South Africa, what capabilities we have. But there certainly are a number of questions which the people in attendance here will be raising regarding how we're monitoring the virus going forward and what kind of decisions we take to combat it, both at a national government level but also by the scientific community.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Govan Whittles reporting for us there from the CSIR campus in Pretoria. Look out for more of Govan's reporting here on eNCA.